Welcome to day 2 of our trip to Spain. Last episode, we spent nearly 24 hours traveling from New York City to Madrid to Granada, taking every type of transportation there is. And we're finally in Granada, here today to discover the famous Alhambra, set high on top of the city. Let's get this morning started. Good morning. Time for my favorite thing. First, a free hotel breakfast. Technically, it's not free since it's a built-in cost, but I love it nevertheless. The buffet is appropriate to the hotel size, with a good variety of typical European breakfast spreads. The offerings include cereals, yogurt, and a selection of pastries and breads. Set on cute refrigerated cases are cold cuts and cheeses. Juices and even sparkling wine are provided. Nothing like a hot café con leche to start the morning off in Spain. A pleasant bonus, an egg dish may be cooked to order, fresh. And my egg dish came perfectly cooked. As promised in my last video, here's a look at our hotel in the daylight. We're staying in the modern building, which is separated by this lovely courtyard from the original portion, which is a historic palace. Good morning, it's our first full day in Granada. Oh look, there's our hotel. Right there. And we're headed to the Alhambra. So, we're waiting for our Uber to pick us up. Hola. Hola. Soy Jensen. Okay. Now we're avoiding the 20-minute walk to the Alhambra since it's all uphill. But truth be told, you don't really save that much time due to the traffic and windy, indirect roads. I think most people just walk. Yeah. Definitely purchase your tickets in advance. You will need to select a specific time slot for the Nazareth Palace, but you can enter the area anytime before that. This is the whole complex. We gotta go here first. Okay, so we have tickets ready. So we ordered them a couple months ago, so we have a time slot. Oh wow, there's a lot of people here. So it really does help to have your tickets printed and your passport ready. Say, hola, habla inglés?
Yes.
Yes, tickets for individuals?
Yes, remember the access time for the most popular palace at 11 o'clock. Do you have your passport ready, please?
I have it here. All right, we just made it in, and we are making our way to Nazareth Palace, where we have our reservations.
Oh, look at that.
There, you see where we are? We're here. We gotta make our way here. Oh, so this is the actual, this is the fort walls. The Alhambra is huge at about 142,000 square meters or 1.53 million square feet. As it used to be its own city, it is enclosed by fortified walls and towers. The walk to the Nazareth Palace, which took about 15 minutes, allows you a chance to see the remains of this ancient city and the beautiful landscape. Definitely a lot of time to enjoy this tranquil environment. Although the initial construction of the Alhambra dates back from 1238, modifications and additions have been done throughout the centuries. The Palace of Charles V was added in the 1500s in a Renaissance style, which now stands in stark contrast to the other buildings. The Royal Palace complex consists of three main parts, from west to east: the Mashwar, the Comares Palace, and the Palace of the Lions. You begin your visit to the Nasrid Palace in the Mashwar, and you are immediately introduced to the Moorish architecture with geometric tiles below and complex stucco designs above. Rooms are connected to courtyards designed to temper warm summer days. The Comares Palace is the core of the complex, housing some of the largest rooms. Grander layouts suggest more formality, and the ceilings soar high above you. The Palace of the Lions is one of the most dramatic spaces, with its elegant arches and columns and a surrounding portico. Note the pattern of single columns alternating with double or triple columns. And the center is occupied by the Fountain of Lions. The adjoining rooms feature impressive domes consisting of thousands of intricate pieces of marble interlaced. The 16th century brought Renaissance-style additions. These courtyards and gardens offer a reprieve from the crowds. I love how the many orange trees add color and warmth to the space. No matter where you are in the Nasrid Palace, you can't help but stop to admire the views of Granada. Alright, so I just have entered the Alcazar, which is more the military fort side. So let's go check this out. I'm in the Alcazaba, and it's a 13th century fort that's on the Alhambra grounds. It's on the western kind of edge, and it really overlooks the city. And it's mostly ruins, but it's really nice. It's a lot of climbing up and down stairs on these ceramic brick foundations. But it's kind of cool to see what's left, and it's a beautiful day, and the views are breathtaking. The Alcazaba took maybe about 20-30 minutes to go through. It's pretty simple and straightforward, so I recommend doing it, but there's a lot of climbing. Did that though. It's so beautiful though, walking through the gardens here afterwards, and you hear the sound of water everywhere, and it's so peaceful. Oh. Al-Kaisari is Granada's bazaar market, filled with fabric shops, spices, and other interesting items. It's a network of small streets with many vendors. There are multiple entry points, so it's easy to get lost. What is this? I'm gonna try. Oh. That was a bus. Couldn't get churros. And I messed up the order. Instead of a hot chocolate, I got pancakes with chocolate sauce. So. Anyways, kitchen's shutting down. Siesta hour. So, we gotta get home. Everyone's taking a break. Just did a little stroll in the afternoon where my mom got some rest. Everything's closed. Like, literally nothing's open. The siesta hour is no joke. It is about 3 o'clock. So I'm gonna hit the spa and the hotel and kill some time until dinner.
enjoy the bath.
All right, after afternoon siesta, we are now racing in a car up the Albaicin neighborhood, which is the other hill in the city that faces the Alhambra, which will be able to give us the view from the outside looking in. Hopefully we'll get there in the next 10 minutes because the sun sets soon. Streets are hilly. Oh yeah, we're here because there's a big church. Guess we didn't have the only ones to see sunset here. Alright, racing up the hill for sunset was well worth it. The pictures are great. I think so. So do it if you can. The evening glow makes the building look great. And also you get a great view of Granada. Navigating the narrow streets of the Albaicin is much easier with a smartphone map. Luckily, it was all downhill for us. Ready? Hola. ¿Abrir? Sí. ¿Una mesa para dos personas? Super excited about dinner tonight. We are eating at a Syrian restaurant. It is called, look it up, La Puerta de Syria Dos, second. I don't know if it's the second location, but we are in the Albaicin, which is more the old Moorish Arabic section of the city. I'm excited. I'm pretty sure I've never had Syrian food, so I'm excited. So, dinner. The lentil soup is really good. It's creamy, full flavor, cumin. The hit of lemon makes it a little bit bright. It's warm, comforting. And the hummus. Hummus is so smooth and so creamy, also bright in flavor. Tastes really good. It's just like the perfect texture. Big fan of it so far. So good so far. We ordered a fattoush salad, which essentially is a type of bread salad, and a kapsa, which is a roast chicken served with a rice pilaf of almonds, raisins, and veggies. The salad has a pomegranate dressing, and the chicken is super tender, and it's served with some hot sauce. I think we really enjoyed this dinner. Thumbs up, Mom? Dinner was really, really good. I think we ordered just the right amount of food. We had a really nice mixture of vegetables and rice and chicken, hot food, cold food. It was really good, tasty all around. Night's early, so we are gonna go hit one more spot for dessert because there's never enough food. But hey, I like the Syrian food. So first experience, awesome. Just sat down at a trattoria, and we're gonna have some Middle Eastern sweets with tea. Ordered a choubarkia, which is fried dough with fennel, sesame, and honey, a pistachio baklava, and then a date cookie with a date filling. So, that's good, and I got a black tea with milk. So, yum yum. Cold, but this place is super cute and cozy on a night like this. Oh, the Chewbacca sweet. The cookie's really good. The date's chewy in the inside, and the outside it's like a bit of a shortbread. There's a nice contrast. It doesn't have a lot of flavor. Oh, there's some orange blossom in it. I like that. This baklava, but it looks really good. Baklava is always so good. Oh, this one's so really sweet and crunchy. That was a good way to end the night. A little bit of sweets after a long day. I do like how sweet the pastries are in contrast to the rich, full-flavored milk tea I had. So we have about a 10-minute walk back to the hotel, and I think that's about it for today. So tomorrow we have a half a day in Granada, and then we hop on our way back to Madrid. So this might be it for now. Good night. I wanted to get a shot.
Yes, I have Kleenex in my pocket. There's no toilet tissue.
Coming.
Oh, wait a minute.
Mom, just put all the whole thing in your mouth. Oh, I didn't record that at all. I just did a whole speech and missed the whole thing.